Hey, it's Greg, and I'm back from a month-long trip in Asia that had me in 5 different cities and 3 countries. Today I want to talk about how things went with the soft case for the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. As you know, the soft case is designed for a handgun, so people had concerns about whether you could take it through an airport without getting caught up in security. I want to say right off the bat that I had no problems at airport security with the soft case. However, there were 2 security-related instances where I was questioned about the case very briefly. The first was upon arrival at the Narita airport in Tokyo. At most international airports, there's some kind of step upon arrival that asks you whether you're declaring any goods. At Tokyo's Narita airport, they specifically ask you no matter if you're declaring goods or not. The customs person at Tokyo saw the case in my backpack and wondered specifically what it was. I explained that it was a piece of camera equipment and offered to open it up and show her. She said that it was totally fine as long as I was not leaving it in the country. I said it was only for my own personal use and I would take it with me leaving the country. That was the end of the conversation. So really no problem there. She just asked because it was an unfamiliar item. The second instance was also in Tokyo at one of the city's historical sites. There was a security check before you could enter the grounds of the palace, and they had you open your bag so they could inspect for any suspicious items. The security person pulled the case out of my bag and asked what it was. I explained that it was camera equipment. He did not ask to open the case. And he also asked what another item in my bag was, specifically this, which is the case for my Sony noise-canceling headphones. So he was really just wondering what I was bringing into the grounds. So again, no issue. It was totally fine. They didn't question me any further. If you've ever traveled back to the US from Asia, you know that they have some additional security requirements beyond the typical bag and metal detector screening. And in the case of Hong Kong on this trip, specifically before boarding the aircraft, they had everyone open their bags, their carry-on luggage. So both the backpack and the suitcase I was traveling with were opened. The person inspecting the bag in Hong Kong didn't even ask what the handgun case was. He just totally didn't even look at it. The only thing he was concerned about was the water bottle I had, which I had to surrender, which sometimes happens on flights back to the US, depending on the country you're coming from. So based on this experience, I really had no problems with the handgun case that I'm using to protect the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. The only thing I wish after using it is that the case is a little bit large. Hopefully when DJI comes out with their own solution to this, they make something that fits a little bit tighter to the Osmo Mobile 2, so it takes up less space in your bag. The other consideration is that the Osmo Mobile 2 is a pretty durable item, so depending on how you're packing, you may be able to get away without using a case. That's up to you. I take no responsibility if your Osmo breaks because you didn't have it in a case, but you can be the judge once you get the item. If you are interested in purchasing the soft case for the Osmo Mobile 2, I've got a link below, so feel free to click that and that will take you right to Amazon. I've also got a link to the Osmo Mobile 2, so if you haven't gotten one yet, it's a pretty cool product and I think that you should pick one up. Thanks a lot.